Hi guys, Anarchy here today. I'm going to be showing some demo analysis from Titan versus Dignitas at the Gfinity event. This map was Mirage in their best of 3 set. Dignitas won, I believe, 2-1 in the maps and took Dignitas out, or took Titan out. But we're going to be showcasing one specific round, and this round is a clinic on how you execute a push when things don't go your way. Right now, if things go your way, you clean house. It's pretty straightforward from that point, right? But when the kills don't come, your entry fraggers don't get those kills, you have to turn it around or you lose the round. And Dignitas pull it from the depths, right? They have a very good strategy in their push, which I'm going to show. I'm going to be detailing. But they execute it flawlessly. Even though their players go down, they still push in a very smart way. Okay. So let's go get an overall perspective of what's happening. The smokes are being thrown right about now towards all those spots, and Kirby peeks out at the exact same time. Now, Apex at Firebox for the CTs throws out a smoke that doesn't allow the terrorist to push into the site, right? But Kirby, as the entry fragger, the main entry fragger, jumps through the smoke anyways because he knows his role is to find the locations of the players. Now, simultaneously, before anything happens here, we see Nico up on the Tetris, 3 players pushing in, 1 through the smoke right now and 2 pushing towards the site. And Pimp is up in the palace. You can't see him directly, but he's shooting some gunshots into the lower palace. Pimp's job, just distract, make the players look at palace. Existence here at the tall box towards CT. He's looking up at the guy towards palace. You know, he's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting. He's not peeking out and getting information about the T's, which is very important, right? Now, Kenny S makes an aggressive move here and pushes through the smoke, as we'll see. He chains his own smoke through, and then jumps through. Gets a kill on AZ. Simultaneously, Apex kills Kirby, who jumped through the smoke. So at this exact moment, Titan should win. 5-3. All Apex at Firebox has to do is sit still. He's totally fine where he is. He has nothing to worry about. Kenny S has to just back up, or maybe even play it a bit more aggressive. But he needs to stay behind the smoke so that nobody on Tetris, nobody on Palace can see him, and he's only dealing with the one player pushing. But instead, Kenny S stays, gets revenge fragged, and Apex pushes around, gets revenge fragged. And Existence makes a bad move by getting aggressive towards the Palace guy instead of waiting and having patience. Okay? So we're going to see the revenge frag quickly here on Kenny. He goes down with Pimp and MSL chiming in. Apex turns around. He does get the kill on MSL, who's lit, but Pimp and Nico quickly take him down. And then Tallbox Existence gets killed by Pimp. And the push is now 2-2. Right? The players are now 2-2. So let's go through that one with a fast speed so you can see it happening in normal motion. Right, so the Firebox player is going to set up. There's one player in CT who you can't see on screen. Smokes come in. Apex immediately chimes in with his own smoke. Titan gets the entry kills right here. But they quickly get... Dignitas quickly get the revenge frags by peeking the revenge. Okay? So now we're going to detail Kirby's perspective as the main entry. His job is really quite straightforward. He even dies rather quickly, but he does his job. And that's very important in a push, is to make sure that your role is clearly defined and you perform it well. Now, even though he didn't get the kill, because he's jumping through a smoke, right? Like, that would just be incredible if he got that. More of a lucky thing than anything. He learns about Apex's location and comms it to his team. Next, let's look at the less important entry player, MSL here. So MSL's job is to entry with AZ and Nico, or AZ and Kirby, sorry. But he is a bit more in the back because of the location he's throwing the smoke at, right? He's much further in the back. But he still pushes towards the site, does his job as an entry fragger. He sees AZ go down, and he tries to get that kill, but he doesn't, unfortunately, and Apex quickly revenges onto him, and then things spiral out of control for Titan. Now, the perspective here for Nico is wildly important, right? This guy is the star. Pimp got the 2 frags, but really, MSL should have got that 1 frag on Kenny. Pimp was just chiming in. Nico here is the most important player. The guy in Tetris is he's so important. When the push happens, he has to get the revenge frags if his teammates go down, which they do in this case, right? Kenny S quickly gets revenged. Apex pushes around the corner to his doom, and Pimp kills Existence. Okay, let's finally go over Pimp's perspective. Now Pimp's a very clutch player. I believe that's why they put him in the palace. But regardless, his job to clear out the palace real quick, make sure that no Titan players can get into the palace and stop the A-push from happening. Now here he's doing some pointless wall or ground shooting, but he's attracting the attention of the players on site. He finds out Existence is at tall box because Existence shot at him. Okay. So now I'm going to show the perspective of the smokes and the role of each player instead of just their perspective. Alright, these are the smokes used. One smoke is for CT, which I'll detail here. Find this door, line yourself up with the third bar, and aim here. And then use the jump throw script. Should be golden. Yep, there we go. Smokes out CT, can't see it on anything. Okay, now you can jump up on top of the box, but no CT smoke can actually cover that. Next smoke we're going to do. Jump up here into this and aim in the middle. Then find this and aim just a bit above. And make sure your crosshair is right in the middle of the two. Right now I'm not using my crosshair lines here. I'm just making sure I'm aiming at a point in between the two. And it'll land on top of the stairs. There we go. And the final smoke. Find this middle bar and line yourself up in the middle of it. I do it like this, aiming up. Then aim right here. It's find this thing, aim in the corner, and then just up and above, or to the left and above, just a bit, like this. So that's going to smoke the bottom of the stairs. Alright. Tiny little gap on the left, but you can perfect that yourself. So the whole idea with these three smokes is that when CT is smoked off, the top of stairs is smoked off, and the bottom of stairs is smoked off. The players entering only have to worry about players on site at first, then they can peek wider and clear out these players, then they can pre-fire under palace and push onto the site like this. Right, so every player on the site is isolated, and it's likely for the Ts who are being aggressive, who are pushing with flashes and stuff, to be able to clear you out. Now, Apex made a very good move. He was playing the firebox position like this, and his teammate, Existence, playing in CT, jump spotting, saw the smokes go overhead. So Apex threw a smoke here like this, making the players entering into the site have to wrap around here or be free kills here. So Apex killed one, and he honestly should have sat here, right? He even had a flashbang, I think. He could have maybe flashed off the wall or something if he wanted to leave. If he wanted to peek Tetris with the smoke, you know, he could have killed the guy, then maybe peeked like this or something, right? Maybe pre-fired Tetris instead of trying to peek it wide like this, where he's vulnerable for multiple spots, but that didn't work out so well. Now, the problem with these smokes, well, not really the problem, but one way to exploit them on the CT side that Kenny S decided to do was he chained his own smoke through it and pushed through the smoke to allow him to see, well, it was like there-ish. But yeah, you throw a smoke there, you can see the players on the site, and if you crouch behind the smoke, Palace guy can't see you. But Kenny S decided to be super aggressive about it, got the kill on AZ here, but then Pimp and Palace was able to revenge frag him. So those were some good strats by Titan on the CT side. It was very, very solid, but they just didn't hold on to them, hold on to the frags, because they gave away their locations and didn't do the proper way to get out, right? Like Apex here, he had this smoked off, he got the free frag, and then he probably should have just stayed here, to be honest, and watched like this. You know, if someone enters onto the site, easy kill. Someone goes through the smoke, he has plenty of time to react and kill them, and they're blind because they're coming through a smoke. You know, he's in a fine position, but he got a little bit too aggressive with it. Same thing with Existence, right? Existence is playing this location. Really, he should be hiding and waiting for the players on site to push and not doing anything. He even had a smoke that he could have thrown anywhere, right? Any number of locations to slow players on the site. Maybe throwing it here, maybe refreshing the smoke there for Apex, but instead he held on to the smoke and decided to peek Pimp. But Pimp is doing, you know, like, Pimp's strategy was to bait out players to find out their location. That's why he was shooting at the ground, which is sort of pointless. But he's making noise up there, making the players look at him while the entry fraggers are going below. Then he can peek out towards these locations. He got the kill on Kenny S there and the kill on Existence there. So yeah, that was the basic idea of the push, was you smoke off these three locations. Whatever. You smoke off those three locations, and you have a blitz with Kirby going straight in, making sure that anyone on the site immediately will go down. Then when the smoke's there, he knows his role, and he still jumps through the smoke, tries to get a kill. And meanwhile, the other 2 entry fraggers are pushing around the site and into the site like this, with the revenge fraggers backing them up, which is very, very smart plan. You know, you have one guy in Tetris. He can see anything in the site that peeks, right? So can the entry fraggers, but at the same time, you have 2 people looking at one person. That's a guaranteed kill, even if one of you guys dies. Same deal with Pimp, right? He was making noise up here. When Kenny has pushed through the smoke, he had an easy kill on him. He was sort of baiting Existence back here, baiting the tall box position. And when Existence shot at the wall and he noticed it, he came around the corner and just killed him, right? So the whole idea of the strategy is it's a blitz with 2 players playing back, right? There's a number of ways to do pushes, but this specific push on Mirage I think is one of the most effective ways to take the A site without using Molotovs like here and stuff like that. But thanks for watching, guys. It's been Anarchy here. Hope you all enjoyed watching. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, comment if you have anything to say. I know these videos get a little bit long sometimes, but I like making them myself. And see y'all later. Have a good one.